Hello everyone, once again, thanks a lot for joining me at my channel and video. So this video will be about the review of the Mark IV with the suit up gantry, the die-cast version of course. Alright, so for this figure, right, and this gantry, first things first, I think the instructions manual is really important if you want to assemble the gantry correctly, and if you really want to put everything nicely or fit everything accurately, especially the gantry. So you really need the instructions manual. I know there are a lot of collectors, they would rather not use the instruction manual and just do it on their own. I think it's a bit difficult. So I think half the time as I was assembling the gantry, I was worried that I might actually spoil or break something. So the instructions manual is definitely important. Now, a lot more to say. Now, I have read before online or came across or saw many comments regarding question of what is the difference between this die-cast version, of course the die-cast Iron Man, the Mark IV with the gantry version versus the plastic version which was released I think years ago. I don't exactly know how many years ago. So from what I've gathered, there are actually four main differences. So one of the main difference is that I've read online people saying that or writing that the weathering in this gantry is a bit different, slightly different there. That's the first difference. So if I can't remember if I already mentioned, so there are four main differences. So the second difference is, if I'm not wrong, it's these parts here. These parts here, they are slightly different color, if I'm not wrong, or if I remember correctly what they say. So I think these 2 points still goes down to the main point where it comes to the paint job of the weathering of the gantry, which is slightly different. So the third difference is actually this platform. For what I've read or seen online, so collectors have said that another difference is this. So there is the white version one, if I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong actually. So the die-cast version comes with this black version of the gantry or the platform, but the plastic version actually has the white one and the black one too. So like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but that is the third main difference. So of course the last difference with regards to the gantry is the packaging. So I've seen or read collectors' comments that the packaging in this die-cast version is much better, saves space as compared to the earlier plastic version. So I guess as usual, Hot Toys is always out there to improve itself, to improve the quality of its toys, or even the packaging of the toys that it manufactures and produces. So that's the four main differences, overall differences between the gantry of the die-cast version, which you see in front of you, and the gantry which is from the plastic version. So these are the four main differences as mentioned. So now I guess it's time to move on to the actual figure itself. Maybe more of the accessories first. So you can see that all these are the accessories that's included in this figure or in this gantry. So as usual, the batteries are here, and then of course we have these iconic donuts and the coffee and the sunglasses when Tony Stark was in the huge donut found above the donut restaurant or donut cafe for that matter. and this can be nicely fit into Tony Stark. Let me demonstrate it for everyone. So there you have it. It looks good even on the gantry when the Iron Man or Tony Stark is in the gantry or on the gantry for that matter. Anyway, let's look at this one, right? So this is the donut box. So there have been complaints where it's just a made of cardboard. I don't know how else someone can make this even in 1/6 scale. So I guess 1/6 scale toys really resemble 1:1 products or life-size products. So I think I'm fine with this, but just to let you know, let everyone know this is made of cardboard. And then we have these donuts and this cup here. Now, I actually accidentally dropped them on the floor previously, so I thought they would be flattened or break, but actually they are made of quite good hard plastic kind of material. So that's for the donut, and this is for the coffee cup. Takeaway coffee cup, definitely good quality, I must say, the coffee cup and the donuts. So over here I have the extra accessories, or I won't say extra, but the additional accessories shown. So as usual, there are some hands which are plastic. Now pardon me there, because I think I've said previously in my previous videos regarding these plastic hands, I think I even mentioned that I wish they could be metal, but because I realized after handling more and playing with more Iron Man figures, they are plastic for a reason, because these are which will be tightly attached to the hand, so the plastic feel or material of these hands actually allow the figure or the hand or the wrist to be more bendable for that matter, so that it will not spoil. If it's made of metal, there's no way this can be inserted in, and these parts might break even. So there's a reason why usually we have 1 or 2 pairs of hands that are plastic. So it's for the Iron Man to be posed in this firing manner as well. And then of course this neck piece. Now I must say the neck piece was difficult to take out, so you gotta be careful if you want to exchange this with the Tony Stark head sculpt. You gotta plug this out from here actually. Yep, this is not easy to take out. And then of course these additional missile kind of accessories, they all they feel like a combination of hard plastic and maybe soft metal, or maybe they are basically just hard plastic. So definitely durable, I must add. So that's for the accessories. Maybe now let's move on to the gantry itself. I think as mentioned previously, you really need to have the instruction manual with you to be able to place all the different parts together carefully and accurately. So there are many different parts here. I won't go into the detail or the sequence or procedure of how to put everything in. I think it is quite well covered in the instructions manual. So I just comment a bit. There are many different parts here, I must say. They are like a combination of plastic and metal pieces, and of course these wirings, I think it's more of rubber or plastic. So over here there are more wirings. I think it's definitely a good quality, good feel there, the gantry. To me, I think it is as die-cast as it can be already, even though according to many collectors who own the plastic version, or who own both this version and the plastic version, they are actually of the same quality or material, just differences in the weathering with regards to the gantry and the color. So, but I must say this gantry is really of a good quality. So maybe on to the Iron Man figure itself. Definitely the same as our die-cast. So, I mean not our, but same as the Hot Toys die-cast Iron Man. So they have different parts that are made of plastic and metal. Of course, as mentioned every time in my videos, if we had more metallic parts or more die-cast parts, the Iron Man figure would definitely be more expensive. I think it's definitely as good as it gets already. And the overall figure, right, it's also very heavy. It's very heavy, so really characteristic of a die-cast figure. So over here, right, I actually took out the helmet. So it's supposed to go together with this neck piece, but I had actually took it out to place here so that it resembles the suiting up procedure of Tony Stark into Iron Man. Maybe let me focus on it. Yeah. So even in this part of the gantry, right, you need to figure out how to place this helmet properly. Otherwise, it can easily drop out or even damage your helmet. So I mean, if you are Iron Man fan, this is definitely worth the get. This is the grill. This is the must get Iron Man. This is of course because it comes with the die-cast Iron Man 4 and the Gantry. So I'll let everyone have a look here. So you can see, right, the details are already there in both the Iron Man figure and the Gantry. So there are actually many movable parts. I mean, obviously in both the Iron Man figure and the Gantry. Now maybe I talk a bit more about the Gantry again before I close off with the, or end off with the figure itself. So there are many bendable parts here. You gotta be careful which are the bendable parts. So the instruction manual is definitely important and necessary. But here there are bendable parts. You need to know which parts are the joints or the parts to be bent at, lest you spoil the gantry. So these are for the small arms. So for these ones, right, that actually fix up Tony's chest plate or back plates. So you gotta know which are the bendable parts as well. So the instruction manual is definitely handy and important, if you ask me. And of course, this part where it fixes up Iron Man's arms. So over here, this is the bendable part. Yep. Over here as well. This part here. And I keep thinking that this part can be bent, but it can't. It can only swerve left, right, or front, back, depending on your perspective. So over here, of course, this is the arm that fixes the helmet on over here. So one bendable part is here. This is the bendable part, and of course over here. Yep. And I think this part is bendable as well, yeah. So you really gotta be careful. Sorry, so this part is bendable, this part is bendable as well, and this part. So you gotta be careful, know which parts to bend or turn. And of course the platform itself, right, it comes completely closed, so you gotta follow carefully the instructions how to actually open this up. So you can see, right, this is completely open up now. Yep, there you go. So for the figure itself, right, there are actually many flaps, so you really got to explore on your own. So these are the missiles, this is the back flap. I don't think I will be able to cover all because I myself am not very sure if I'm able to open or find all. So you gotta really explore on your own. I think there are some leg flaps as well, yeah. So it's pretty movie accurate, I would say. Flaps at the waist area as well. So now, maybe let me end off right by showing everyone it can be quite difficult to accurately fit the Iron Man figure into the gantry, into the suit up gantry, especially for the arms. So let me try to put it back here in front of everyone. So you got to find a correct degree of bending the gantry. So it's best that you put Tony's arm as right angle as possible. So this is really not easy. You can bend this down. Okay, so I got the... I'm not sure if I actually got it in. Got the left arm in, okay. I think this is pretty good. So now I need to slot in the right arm. So there you go. When I first did it right, I think I was really bad at it. So I think it really takes practice. You don't want to strain the gantry arms as well, lest you spoil it. So there you go. I think this is quite a perfect fit. So just gotta shift the helmet up closer. Just above Tony's head. Oops. As I mentioned, the helmet falls off quite easily. So yeah, it's not easy to put it back. But nonetheless, got it back there. So there you have it, everyone. The review video on the Mark IV die-cast version with the suit-up gantry. So I mean, if you have any more questions or comments or ideas or suggestions for me, so please then do drop me a message or write in the comment section. So anyway, that's all from me today for now. Thank you so much for watching. Hope that you will catch my subsequent videos, and of course there will be a comparison video to come. And as usual, Steve Rogers Lim here. Don't stop collecting. Goodbye.